Hey everybody, welcome back to The Pulse. This is part 4 of our 6-part series on advocacy. In this episode, we discuss the pros and cons of social media when it comes to advocacy, and we share some funny stories about clickbait. We also share the VOA story with social media. Let's get to it. I kind of feel like social media can be like a really tricky topic because some people love it and some people hate it, and then people stuck talking about, well, what are your sources, and then people argue about, where they're getting their information. It's so frustrating. The VOA had a situation a couple of years ago where we ended up pulling our Twitter account because we tried to engage in a conversation that was inclusive to parents. And we got a lot of harsh and heavy feedback from the autistic community, a lot of self-advocates, to the point where they created a parody page using our logo. They took pictures off of the VOA website of our advisors and posted their photos saying not an advocate or doesn't have autism. And that was, well, that was unfair, honestly. We're really looking at it in terms of social justice. That was unfair. So we tried to just, I was like, okay, we'll try to get past this. Maybe just let it pass on its own. And then some of the advisors who had Twitter accounts started getting trolled themselves. And that's when we had to make the decision to get the VOA off of Twitter because it was causing a lot of distress for our team. Personally, what do you guys think of the social media platforms that you use?
Well, early on in my advocacy career, I was connected with another autistic actress on Facebook by one of my old agents. Social media can be used to actually teach people, but if you're using it to attack people with your opinions instead of teaching them about why things are maybe not as acceptable. Yeah, just like the instance with the Twitter, it's nobody really went, hey, we're upset. They just started attacking. Yeah, so I feel like it can be used for really good forms of advocacy, but it can also be used for really bad forms of advocacy. But yeah, I think like as much as you need to be like telling people that things aren't acceptable, and you also need to be explaining why they aren't, and also listening to what the other person is saying.
It's hard to want to engage in the discussion when you don't feel like you're actually wanted in it.
Yeah, I was very lucky that I was starting to connect with the VOA at that time because I think had I not known you guys, that might have ended my advocacy career right then and there because it was a very traumatic experience for me and feeling like I wasn't allowed to be part of the community. But then I had you guys who were like, yeah. So yeah, being aware that you can be catching somebody early on in their career who's really just trying to do good and they just need to be taught.
Well, are either one of you on TikTok?
I am.
You are?
I
Yeah.
have to talk.
Can I get one of you guys to explain what TikTok is?
It's video sharing that is like algorithm based. So you have like your two feeds, your following and your the For You page. So TikTok will at first give you very general content. Like I remember a time where most of the stuff that I saw was just mostly like comedy and funny videos, so like very broad. But then eventually um based on which videos you view and for how long, and if you like the video or if you comment on it or if you share it, TikTok will eventually learn which of the stuff that they've been showing you that you like, so they'll show you more of it. And then they'll also start like showing you like new videos that you might like, but like still like in those categories it's still very broad. And then they'll also see like which other users that are like you, and then they'll like show you videos that these other people liked, and so they'll show you those videos. And then same with like the videos you like, they'll show it to people that are like you.
In your opinion, do you see any discrimination coming across your feeds or anything that could be seen as discriminatory?
When it comes to like negative stuff, I don't seem to get that very much, which I like.
I do know when I started using TikTok, and they say that they've changed it now, but what they called their anti-bullying policy was actually very discriminatory because what they used to do was they would actually not suggest videos done by people who had a visible disability or maybe were overweight or had anything visible in their videos that they could be made fun of for. And they would just not suggest that on anybody's For You page, which I don't think was the right way to go about it because then uh, you're stopping people from learning and actually kind of bullying those people yourself because like as the system they're not getting the chance to have their videos seen the same way other people are. Thankfully, there was a lot of backlash when people found out about it, and they've apparently changed that system. But yeah, that was a pretty upsetting system to hear about.
Yeah, and I actually didn't know that either.
One of the people that I follow actually did like a 3 video long explanation of it, and TikTok kept taking it down. But
Yeah. Something I do know is that like if someone is like calling someone out for being like racist or ableist or whatever, like people would report like the calling out, like the person that was calling them out, they would like report that video and then that video could get taken down. It's ridiculous. Or people would be like banned from like going live even though they didn't do anything wrong. They just got reported and stuff because people didn't like it.
Like, how do you think social media in general has an impact on further marginalization of minorities? One of you guys brought that up.
I think I did. Well, I think it's that, well, TikTok is very much a reflection of like the real world. Like the racism that's like that exists in the real world is reflected, is going to be on TikTok. I think like also like on Instagram. I think like I feel like less people are on Instagram, but it's like because way more people are on TikTok, it's not a certain type of people, a certain type of person that uses TikTok. It's like a ton of people. So any sort of bad or good stuff that happens in the real world is going to happen on TikTok. But I think TikTok is also a good way of like creating community because like in the real world it's harder to find people, but like online it's easier. And then on TikTok it gets completely amplified, but it's also easier for like bad people to find each other and create hate.
I think like if the reporting is done properly and the system is looking at the videos properly and actually banning the people doing the bullying and promoting the racism and stuff, then um I I think those kinds of systems are really good because that's true protection from bullying. But yeah, on the other hand, if it's not done right and it is like Parker was saying, like they're taking down the videos of people calling the other people out for the bullying behaviors, the racist behaviors, things like that. And they're taking down those videos and punishing those people who are trying to call out the bullies, then that's not a great system.
Like it like their terms of service and stuff have changed, and so that may also change. That's just something I've seen in the past. The TikTok hearings that were happening.
Hearings.
Yeah, because like the U.S. government wanting to ban TikTok and stuff. But like, if TikTok was really that bad, like then like the government or whoever like would have put these warnings out when TikTok like way longer ago, a while ago before it was TikTok.
I think a lot of people fall prey to clickbait. I mean, most of us. If you see, a YouTube video and half of the words are capitalized in the title, you're probably gonna go and like check that out. Anything in all caps is designed, to get you interested or pumped or whatever it is. I like those videos where it's like, you wouldn't believe item 27. So you have to go through like multiple pages of whatever it is. And by the time you get to whatever it is you're looking for, you've completely forgotten and just wasted your time on some clickbait. Like, I've lost so much time, I'm never getting back. And maybe that makes me a dummy, but I'll take it. Oh, I'll admit it.
The one that always gets me is this cool creature, and then usually like the one that they've advertised is just like a picture and they're going, do you think this is actually real? And I'm like, I don't want to know about a creature that might not actually be real. I want to know about the cool creatures that are definitely real.
That does it for today's episode of The Pulse. Join us next time for our conversation about research and advocacy. As always, if you have ideas or topics you'd like us to discuss, or if you want to be a guest on the show, send an email to voa@pacificautismfamily.com. We look forward to more of your great questions. Thanks for joining us. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. See ya.